Yep, guys. So the importance of this topic is huge because for two reasons. One, this is very practical application based topic. And almost in every aptitude exam, you might see at least 2 to 3 questions coming up from this topic here. Okay. So we'll be learning in a very beautiful manner today. It's a very different approach that we'll be following. But before we move forward, let's try to understand the relationship between time and work or the units that we will be learning in today's class. Clear, guys? Now, when I talk about time and work, okay, so whenever I talk about time, the units of time from this chapter that we'll be discussing is the number of days or the number of hours, or sometimes I'm spoken, I speak about the number of minutes, or sometimes we can also speak about the number of seconds. So these are the different units of time. Okay, now please understand we cannot add. If it says you A can do a piece of work in 10 days and B can do a piece of work in 15 days, I cannot say that they together can do the work in 15 days. Sorry, 25 days. That will be wrong. So I cannot add time here. And that is why we are dealing with work. Okay. Now, please remember in this chapter, you will never be given what is the total work. Clear? So work done has two units or two parts. Work done can be spoken about the total work that we are doing. Clear? Or we can talk about the work done in one day. Clear, guys? So whenever I talk about the work done in one day, just 1 second, let me write it in a different way. Yeah. So when I talk about work, I'm talking about two units. One is the total work. Now the unit of work, you can assume whatever you want to. Ideally, it is the number of units you have to do, or you can assume the number of chocolates to eat, or you can assume the number of laddus or sweets to eat, whatever you like it. The second part that we also look at is work done in one day. Now, work done in one day can also be termed as the rate at which you are working, or the speed at which you are working, or this is also called your efficiency. We are understanding the terminology of the chapter. These are a few words that I will be seeing in today's session, right? And this is how we will be dealing in today's class. So first things first, we cannot do any operation here. When I say any operation, which means I'm talking about mathematical operation, okay? Neither addition nor subtraction nor multiplication. Clear? Our complete focus should be on work done, especially work done per day model. Clear? So that's what we'll be discussing in today's class, time and work. Let's start by understanding a relationship between time and work. Now, who can tell me what is the relationship between time and work here? You can unmute and speak as well. Are they directly proportional or are they inversely proportional? Time and work. Inversely proportional. Okay, Kirti. Others? Are time and work directly proportional or inversely proportional? See, whenever I need to understand directly or inversely, I ask this question to myself. If the amount of work done increases, now you answer this question, guys. If the amount of work done increases, will I take more time or will I take less time?
Less time.
Huh? More work, less time. Yeah, amazing, yeah. I would love to work with you, yeah. See, I remember one thing. I am assuming that the speed at which you are working remains the same. Okay. So please remember, guys, a normal human being, if more work I have, I will take more time to complete the same work, right? So exceptions are there. So therefore, if work increases, time also increases, which means I can say that work and time are directly proportional to each other. Okay, which means what? W1 by W2, we would term it as T1 by T2. Now, T can be number of days, number of hours, or number of minutes, whatever it is. Now, this relationship will help us solve certain kind of problems. Okay, Is this point clear with all of us? For a yes, I want you to type a Y on the chat box. And for a no, I want you to type an N on the chat box. Is this point clear, guys? Great. You guys are amazing in terms of responses. Somebody told very rightly. Once the class starts, we respond. Can we solve this question, please? Very simple question. You have 30 seconds to answer. Chinna problem. Much problem. Yep. So if A can do an entire work in 12 days, now in this chapter, we are assuming the entire work as one unit, okay? So I'm talking about work and number of days. So if A can do the entire work in 12 days, in 6 days, how much will he do? You guys have answered this question. If the number of days has reduced to half, at the same speed, I would do half of the work. Or if I assume my total work is 100% of the work, I would do 50% of the work in 6 days. Why? Because again, the work and time are directly proportional. I would go ahead with W1 by W2 is equal to T1 by T2. So 1 by W2 is equal to 12 by 8, 12 by 6. Or when you cross multiply, the amount of work done will be equal to half. Clear, guys? Can we answer this question in 30 seconds? Yep, let's answer this, please. Yes. Now let's see. It's a very simple question. So A can complete 1/4 of the work. So if I'm talking about work and days, okay. Now A can complete 1/4 of the work in 12 days. So the total work will be completed in how many days? So if I apply the formula, this becomes 1 by 4 by 1 is equal to 12 by number of days. Or simplifiably, the number of days taken by A would be 12 into 4, that is equal to 48. So all of you have been correct. The answer is 48. Two simple questions. This is the kind of question you can expect in the examination. Can we solve this and take 30 seconds to answer? And I guess this was in either a Capgemini or a Cognizant test. I picked up from there only. Yep. Perfect. So direct question, guys. When you get these kind of questions, you should not be wasting time in the examination. If A is doing 3/4 of the work, you need not cross multiply, guys. I am given the relationship between time and work, that is 12 days. And in how much time will he complete 1/8 of the work? Let's say I say D days. So this becomes 3 by 4 by 1 by 8 is equal to 12 by D. Or I have 3 into 8 by 1 into 4 is equal to 12 by D. 12 ones are 12 twos are 2 ones are 2 twos are. So number of days becomes a direct calculation, that is equal to 2. Okay, guys. So this is one kind of model that we have seen. Now let's enter into the second model of this chapter. Can we answer these two questions, please? Yeah, I'll just disable the annotations. Don't worry. Yep. Can we answer these two questions, please? It will take 30 seconds for you to answer. Yep, let's see. This is a very simple question, guys. In fact, you guys have been very smart and very quick. So A can complete a piece of work in 5 days. So A can complete the total work in 5 days. In one day, how much would A complete? I'm sure you would have cross multiplied, and the answer is 1 by 5th of the work. So here I'm saying 1 by 5th of the work. Okay. Now here I'm saying that Ajay eats 40 chocolates in 5 days. Okay. So work done, how many could he complete in a day to complete the work on time? Okay. So work done in one day is equal to 40 by 5, that is equal to 8. Now tell me, what would you prefer, guys? Writing 1/5 of the work in a calculation or writing 8 chocolates in the calculation? Because both of them are representing work done in one day. So tell me, which one would you prefer, guys? 1 by 5 in calculation or 8? Everyone, quick responses, please. For sure 8, because 1 by 5 becomes a very weird fraction. And that too, when I have more number of fractions, the time taken will also keep on increasing. Clear, right? So we'll learn that model today. Now, what is the difference, guys? The difference between both the models is simple. That here, my total work is not given. Therefore, I've assumed 1 unit. And here, my total work is 40 units. But if you observe, in both the cases, we have applied a logic. The work done per day, okay? Work done in one day, 1 is nothing but my total work, 5 is nothing but my number of days. So I term this beautiful term as either the rate at which you are working or the efficiency with which you are working. So can I establish a relationship called the speed at which you are working is equal to total work by number of days? And the same thing we are doing here. Work done per day is equal to total work by number of days. So R is equal to total work by N. So this whole chapter will be based on this simple concept only, guys. Okay. So we will be learning this concept in today's class. We will be learning how efficiently we solve questions to simplify our calculations. So I repeat, I will be using the term called R or efficiency. These are the terms we will be using today. That is equal to total work by number of days. Cross multiplication gives us. So I always remember this formula and then derive other formulas. Let's see, for example, if I'm typing 10 days and each day I am typing 5 pages per day. So can I say my total work here becomes 50 pages? This is what I'm dealing with. So I repeat, I would write total work is equal to N into R. Or if I want R, which is work done per day, is total work by N. Or if I want number of days, that becomes total work by R. Keeping all the three becomes really handy for today's session. Let's move ahead and let's start solving really interesting models. Can we solve this question, please? Yeah, but it's a very easy question. Let's be clear, these kind of questions do not come in the examination anymore. So let's see. Two methods, guys. One is a fraction method. If P can complete a work in 12 days, so I repeat the efficiency of P. Okay. that is rate of P. Per day, P does 1/12 of the work. Similarly, per day, Q does 1/36 of the work. Now we cannot add 12 and 36, therefore we are going with per day's work. So this becomes 1/12 plus 1/36 is both together in 1 day. So that is the efficiency of P plus Q. So that's going to be 3 plus 1, which gives me 4/36 or 1/9. So if the efficiency of P plus Q is 1/9, the number of days is equal to total work by efficiency. That will be 9 days. Clear, guys? Now this is a fraction method, but I would not recommend this method to solve in the examination. Okay, we are learning a beautiful method called LCM method. Now I'll tell you things beforehand only, guys. 3 simple rules. First rule, we will be applying a formula called N into R is equal to total work. Get used to it. Second rule that I want you to follow is we will assume total work to be an LCM of whatever is given in the first row. This will be assumption. Okay. And since we know we cannot focus on number of days, so therefore focus or fill the second row. Clear? And the second row belongs to the rate at which they are working. Same thing, R. Are these 3 rules clear, guys? Rate or speed or efficiency. Quick responses, please. Are these 3 rules clear? Yeah, let's try to apply that. And then we'll discuss which method to follow. Okay. After 4th questions, we'll discuss which method to follow. The first one was a fraction method. Now we'll learn an LCM model. Okay. So the format should be same. N into R is equal to total work. Now start following, guys. P can complete a work in 12 days. Q can complete a work in 18 days. Now what would total work be, guys? Sorry, 36. So total work should be LCM of 12, 36. What is LCM of 12, 36? That is 36. Let's assume chocolates. Now listen to me carefully. You are eating 12 chocolates in 36 days. In 1 day, sorry, 36 chocolates in 12 days. In 1 day, how many chocolates will you eat? Quick responses, 3 chocolates. You are eating 36 chocolates in 36 days. In 1 day, how many chocolates will you eat? 1 chocolate per day. So you are eating 3 chocolates per day. I am eating 1 chocolate per day. So together we are eating 4 chocolates a day. If we are eating 4 chocolates a day, in how many days will we eat 36 chocolates? That is 9 days. And the number of days is equal to 36 by 4. That is equal to 9. Is this point clear, guys? Now, the beauty of this method is it helps you to avoid all the fractions. The drawback is till when you get used to this table, you might find fraction method is easier. Okay, we'll still solve 2 to 3 more questions and then we'll discuss. Is this point clear by all of us? I want a maximum number of Y's on the chat box. Great. So you guys have been responding really well, guys. Let's look at this question, please. Both the methods, guys. We'll discuss. P can do a piece of work in 10 days. So P's 1 day work is 1/10. Q can, I do not know how many days does Q take. Let us say Q does the work in Q days. And both of them together complete the work in 5 days. That means in 1 day, both of them complete 1/5 of the work. So I know from here that 1 by Q is equal to 1 by 5 minus 1/10. We take 10 as the LCM, we get 2 minus 1. that is equal to 1 by 10. So P plus Q in 1 day, they do, let's say this is efficiency, okay? 1/10 of the work. So number of days is equal to total work by efficiency. That is equal to 10 days. Clear, guys? Now let's do the LCM model. P and Q. This is 10. I do not know this, but I know P plus Q is equal to 5. Let's follow the steps one by one. First step is N into R is total work. Done. Second step, take total work as LCM of whatever is given in the first row. What is LCM of 10, 5? 10. Third step, fill the second row. Okay. Now 10 into how much is equal to 10, guys? 10 into 1. 5 into how much is equal to 10, guys? 5 into 2. Now 1 plus what is equal to 2, guys? 1 plus 1. Now understand this. Q is eating 1 chocolate in 1 day and Q has to eat 10 chocolates. So can I say number of days is equal to total work by efficiency? That is 10 by 1, which is equal to 10 days. A small poll after 2 questions. LCM method or fraction method? What do you prefer? Mahesh is still saying fraction. Okay. Others are saying LCM. Ajit stays fraction. Okay. 2 more questions. I'll change your viewpoints. The guys who are saying fraction will come back to that. Don't worry. Third question on your screen now. Solve it, guys. 8th and 9th question. I will again take a viewpoint of Sai Vamsi and Mahesh and Ajit. Okay. Let's solve this, guys. Yes, guys. Let's solve this question, please. Kirti is saying 4 days. Pawan says 12 days. Okay. Nihita says 12. Last 30 seconds, guys. Ajit says 12. Okay, let's see this, guys. So, which method first? LCM or fraction? Okay, let's go with LCM first and then I'll explain fraction. Don't worry, Ajit. P, Q. Okay, so P can complete a work in 12 days and Q can complete the work in 18 days respectively. N, R and total work. Okay, so first things first, guys, N into R is equal to total work. Second, we assume total work as LCM of whatever is given in the first row. What is LCM of 12, 18? That is 36. So 12 into 3 is equal to 36, 18 into 2 is equal to 36, and P plus Q would be 5. Okay. Now, what is the question talking about? The question says that if P joins Q after 8 days, if P is joining Q, okay, then what happens? which means P is joining Q after 8 days. So can I say P entered the scene after 8 days? Is this point clear with all of us? P entered the scene after 8 days. Yep. That means Q was working alone for 8 days, and then P and Q together continued the work. I do not know how many days. Now the question is, in how many days will the total work be completed? So please also understand at the beginning of the session that the number of days will be 8 plus x. Okay. Now let's solve this, guys. So Q total work is completed. That means 36 units are completed. Okay. Now if 36 units are completed, Q in one day can complete 8 units of work. I repeat, N into R is equal to total work. So Q in one day can complete 2 units. In 8 days, can I say Q will complete 8 into 2, that is 16 units of work? Plus. Here also I would write N into R. P plus Q, okay? P plus Q in one day will complete 5 units of work. I do not know for how many days are they working. So what do I have here, guys? I have 16 plus 5x is equal to 36, or 5x is equal to 20, or the value of x is equal to 4. If the value of x is equal to 4, the question is not asking you the value of x, the question is asking you the value of 8 plus x. So therefore your answer is going to be 8 plus 4, that is equal to 12 days. Is this point clear with all of us? Quick responses, please. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Great. Now let's follow the fraction method, guys, for people who wanted the fraction method. The fraction method says, see, we have to understand this much in fraction method also. Q worked alone for 8 days. P plus Q worked for x days. Fraction method, in one day, if Q is doing 1 by 18th of the work, in 8 days, Q will do 8 into 1 by 18. Plus, in one day, P plus Q will do 1 by 12 plus 1 by 18th of the work. In x days, they will do x into this much. And this is my total work, that is equal to 1. So you solve this and get the answer. And this is going to be your answer. Can you teach how to do the problem in easier way? The easier way is LCM method, Nana, Prashant. This is the fraction method. Easiest way is LCM method, Nana. Clear, guys, who are going with fraction? Now you can still take a call whether you want to go by fraction or whether you want to go by LCM, okay? So moving to the next question, please. Let's solve this, please. Take a minute. Yep, let's look at this question, guys. So this question says Ajay and Chandan can complete a piece of work in 12 days and 18 days, okay? I hope all of us are now comfortable with LCM method, guys. Quick responses. Ajit and Mahesh, are you now convinced with LCM or you still want to go with fraction? Great. Thank you, Ajit. So 12 and 18, that means the LCM becomes 36. Clear? Now 12 into how much is 36? 3. 18 into how much is 36? 2. 3 plus 2 is how much? 5. Is this point clear with all of us? Yeah. Now what is the question talking about? The question says they started the work together. That means it was A plus C together for how many days? For 4 days. And then A leaves. And after this, C continues to work alone. I do not know how many days. Clear? So let's talk about total work now. We'll always be focusing on total work. In one day, A and C are doing 5 units of work. So in 4 days, they will be doing 5 into 4, that is 20 units. C in one day would do 2 units of work. So in next day, C would do 2x units. Now this is my total work. As per our assumption, the total work is 36 chocolates. So we have 20 plus 2x is equal to 36, or we have 2x is equal to 18, or we have x is equal to 9. Sorry, 2x is equal to 16, or we have x is equal to h. Clear? So therefore, in how many days after Ajay left, Chandan completed the remaining work? That means our job is to calculate the value of x, and therefore our answer is going to be 8 days. Is this point clear with all of us, guys? Second method for Ajit, because he wants both the methods. So a plus c, a in one day will do 1 by 12, c in one day will do 1 by 18, into 4 plus 1 by 18 into x is equal to 1. This is the fraction method, guys. Clear? Can I proceed? Great, guys. Now, when money is involved, how do we solve questions? Okay, let's see this. Now, suppose I give you a question, guys. Suppose you and your friend, okay, you and your friend together completed a project work which involved 100 pages. And let's say I paid you 2000 rupees. Now, how much amount will you take and how much amount will your friend take? You have just completed the work, Abhiram. I mean, that's not given. Number of days is not given. Exactly right, Madhurima. Now, please remember, guys. Now, suppose you typed 60 pages and your friend typed 40 pages. Now, in what ratio will you divide the money? Please understand, you will divide the money in the ratio of 3:2 because you did 60% and your friend did 40%. So, please remember, whenever amount is in place, so the money is divided in the ratio of the work done. Total work done by A is to total work done by B. In that ratio, the amount is divided. Is this point clear, guys? Great. So let's solve this question, please. Take a minute and solve this question. A really good question. Not really, Kirti. I guess that's a wrong answer. Yeah, so it says A and B can do a piece of work in 12 and 15 days respectively. Let's see. A and B, 12 days and 15 days respectively. So first things first, N into R is equal to total work. So I know that LCM of whatever is given in the first row. So by now this should be easy with all of us. This is 60, this is 5, and this is 4. And A plus B is equal to 9. Now what does the question say? The question says that they started the work together, but B leaves 3 days before the completion of work. So which means, can I say for the last 3 days, A worked alone? Quick responses, guys. Can I say for the last 3 days, A worked alone? Great. Now, A in one day completes 5 units of work. So can I say in 3 days, A would complete 5 into 3, that is 15 units of work. Clear? Now, A plus B in one day, they complete 9 units of work. I do not know for how long have they worked. So in X days, they will complete 9x units of work. Now this, as per the question, is equal to 60. So what do we have? We have 9x plus 15 is equal to 60. Or we have 9x is equal to 45. Or we have the value of x is equal to 45 by 9, that is equal to 5. Now we are not done here, because this is what we calculated the value of x, but the question is asking you in what ratio. Clear? They have to divide the money. So we know the ratio will be total work done by A is to total work done by B. Now tell me, guys, for how many days did A work? A worked for x plus 3 days. That means A worked for 8 days. Each day A completed 5 units. That means total work done by A is 40 units. B worked for only 5 days and each day B completed 4 units. So total work done by B is 20 units, which means the money will be shared in the ratio of 2:1. Is this point clear with all of us? Great. Clear? If it's 2:1, which means 1 by 3 of the total amount, 1 by 3 of 3,000, which means B's share would be nothing but 1,000 rupees. Am I clear, guys? Quick responses, please. Clear. Let's move forward, guys. Let's solve this question. Take a minute. Let's look at this question, guys. This question is an application of whatever we have seen so far. It's a very simple question, okay? So what is given to us? I'm given that A plus B can complete a piece of work in 12 days. B plus C can complete the work in 15 days. And A plus C can complete the same work in 20 days. Okay. So let's follow the same rules here, guys. N into R is equal to total work. In fact, let me complete the whole table. Yeah. So I know that LCM of 12, 15 and 20. So total work becomes, let's say, 60 chocolates. Okay. Now I know that 12 into 5 is equal to 60, 15 into 4 is equal to 60, and 20 into 3 is equal to 60. Now, as we discussed, we have to focus on the efficiency row. That means we have to focus on work done area. Okay. Now, if I add all the three of them, what do I get, guys? If I add all the three of them, I'm adding A plus B, B plus C, and C plus A. Can I say A plus B plus B plus C plus C plus A is equal to 12? If this is the case, can I say 2 times of A plus B plus C is equal to 12? Or from here, can I conclude that A plus B plus C is equal to 6? Is this point clear with all of us? Quick responses, please. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Right. Now, if efficiency of A plus B plus C is equal to 6, what is the other information I have? You can see A plus B is equal to 5. So if A plus B is equal to 5, can I say 5 plus C is equal to 6? which means the efficiency of C is equal to 1. Is this point clear, guys? A plus B I'm bringing from here. We have to only target the second row. Similarly, if A plus B plus C is equal to 6, and out of that, I am saying B plus C is equal to 4. So can I write A plus 4 is equal to 6, or the efficiency of A is equal to 2? Quick responses, guys. Is this point clear? Great, guys. Now, if A is equal to 2 and C is equal to 1, and A plus B plus C is equal to 6, can I say B is equal to 3? That's it, guys. Now you have to just fill the top row. So the top row here becomes 60 by 6, that is 10. This is 60 by 2, that is 30. This is 60 by 3, that is 20. And this is 60 by 1, that is 60. So these should be your answer. All of them together would do the work in 10 days. A alone would do the work in 30 days. B alone would do it in 20 days. And C alone would take it in 60 days. Is this point clear with all of us? Quick responses, please. Great. Let's solve the next question, please. Yeah, can you take a minute and solve this? So this is a different model where till now we were given number of days and we were solving. Okay. In this question, if you observe, you are given efficiency also. So let's see this, guys. Take a minute. So in this question, it's talking about the efficiency here. Now, when I talk about efficiency, I'm talking about my second row. Now, whenever you have these kind of statements, so Deepak is twice as efficient as Anurag. Now, never write this and waste your time. I would always directly write Deepak by Anurag is equal to 2:1. Now, whenever we are given ratios, we cannot assume 2 and 1 here. So let's see how do we go ahead. Deepak, Anurag, and I want Deepak plus Anurag. Clear, guys? And RN total work. So if the ratio is 2:1, I would take Deepak is doing 2x units per day, whereas Anurag is doing only x units per day. And together, if you observe, together both of them are doing 3x units of work per day. Is this point clear? So this question has given us a different start. Okay. Now it says Anurag alone can complete the work in 24 days. Now I know that N into R is equal to total work. So can I say my total work is equal to 24x units? If total work is equal to 24x units, the number of days taken by them is going to be 24x divided by 3x, which means the answer is going to be 8 days. Is this point clear with all of us, guys? Quick responses, please. Can we apply one more with respect to ratios, please? Quick, guys, waiting for the answer. Yep. So get this together, guys. Now we are given two different ratios here. If you observe, P by Q, I'm given as 1 by 3. And I'm given P is 1/4 as efficient as R. So P by R becomes 1:4. Now, if I need to merge two ratios, you would have learned this in ratios class. If I'm merging two ratios, the only condition is the repeated term should be numerically same, which is already there. So I would say when P is equal to 1, Q is equal to 3. Similarly, when P is equal to 1, R is equal to 4. Clear, guys? Which means these are the ratios of their efficiencies, okay? So if I go ahead and I solve my problem now, P, Q, and R, and I'm set P plus R. N, R, and total work. So if P is doing X units, Q is doing 3X units, and R is doing 4X units. How much are P and R doing? X plus 4X. So P and R would be doing how much? 5X. Clear, guys? Now it says P and R can take 12 days to complete the job. So can I say N into R is total work? Which means the total job is of 60X units. Is this point clear with all of us? Quick responses, please. If total job is equal to 60X units, now the question is asking us find the time taken by Q. So time taken by Q becomes 60X divided by 3X. And therefore, Q alone would complete the work in 20 days. Is this point clear with all of us? Great, guys. Let's move forward. Yep. Can we solve one question, please? Now let's see this question, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah. Let's see this question. Now it says that A working alone takes 4 days more than A plus B working together. Let me assume that A plus B working together are taking X days. So A is taking 4 days more, and B working alone takes 9 days more than A and B working together to complete the work. Now, LCM of algebraic variables will be product of them because we do not know them. So the LCM becomes X into X plus 9 into X plus 4. Now N into R is total work. So I already have X plus 4. So can I say here, I will have X into X plus 9. Similarly, since I already have X plus 9, so here I will have X into X plus 4. This plus this should be equal to X plus 9 into X plus 4. Is this point clear? Quick responses, please. Efficiency of A plus efficiency of B is equal to the combined efficiency of A and B. Guys, am I audible? Please respond. Okay, great. So let's equate them, guys. So X into X plus 9 would give me how much? X into X plus 9 would give me X square plus 9X plus X square plus 4X. Okay, I'm doing this. This plus this is equal to this. Square plus 9X plus 4X plus 6. Is this clear, guys? So what do I get? I get x square gets cancelled, 9x gets cancelled, 4x gets cancelled. So eventually we have x square is equal to 36 or x is equal to 6. So this tough question, you can also solve in a shortcut manner whenever these kind of conditions are given. 9 days more and 4 days more. The combined number of days by both of them would be the square root of 4 into 9, that is equal to 6. You can by heart this shortcut. Because this was a question which was already seen in the TCS examination recently, and that's why I had to add this question. Is this point clear with all of us, guys? Quick responses, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. So small mid-class feedback. I hope everything is going fine. Any issues with the class so far? Any issues with the class? Everything is fine so far? Able to pick up the methods, the speed of the class? Yep, great, guys. So in case you have any issues, please let me know, okay? Total work is just LCM, Abhiram. And if you're taking LCM of variables, Kadamma, LCM of variables is nothing but multiplication of all the three of them. Is it clear, Abhiram? Total work. So N into R is total work, Amma. And second point is we will assume total work as LCM of whatever is given in the first row. Should we include work done by A plus B? Yes, whatever is there in the first row. That's why I'm giving a very open bracket. First row lo ఏది ఉంది దాని LCM తీసుకున్నాను. Great. You can mix all the three of them. There's no problem in that. Yep. Can we answer this, guys? Now we are moving from people to pipes. Very interesting model. Read the question carefully. You should get the answer in less than 1 minute. Great, Kirti. That was very quick. Ajit is also bang on. Sai Charan, correct. All three of you are correct. It's a very easy question, guys. The only thing to observe here is pipe P can fill an empty tank in 20 minutes. So pipe P is taking 20 minutes to fill. Now, pipe Q can empty the tank in 25 minutes. That means pipe Q is leaking out. Pipe Q will take 25 minutes to leak out the entire tank. We will not change our rules at all here. Small change in understanding. Since I'm talking about a tank, total work to be LCM of 25 and 20, that is 100. And I would assume 100 liters. Because you're filling water, kada, change it to liters, no problem. So tap P is filling. So tap P is filling 5 liters per minute. Tap Q is leaking out 4 liters per minute. That means it's a minus work. That's the only change in pipes and cisterns as compared to people. Okay. So if both of them are working together, pipe A is filling 5, pipe Q is leaking out 4. That means effectively they are only filling 1 unit per minute. So number of minutes taken by both of them would be 100 by 1. That is equal to in 100 minutes, the tank would be full. Is this point clear with all of us, guys? Great. So we have good number of answers. Can I proceed, guys? Yep. Can we solve this question, please? Yep, let's solve this question, please. So this question says 84. Yeah, perfectly right, Manoj. Bang on. Yeah. So there's a tap which can fill the tank. Let's say tap A, which can fill the tank in 42 minutes. Okay. Now, since nothing else is given, let me assume total work as LCM of whatever is given. So therefore, I'm assuming that the total capacity of the tank is 42 liters, and this tap is going to fill 1 liter per minute. Clear, guys? Now let's understand the question till here. Due to an opening of an outlet pipe, so there is an outlet pipe. Okay. After half of the tank was filled. So initially tap A was working. Half of the tank means to fill 21 liters. Can I say tap A would have taken 21 minutes? Is this point clear? Quick responses. Half of the tank being filled. This is the most important point. So till when half of the tank is filled, I am saying that P would have taken 21 minutes to fill the tank. Now tell me one thing A would have taken. Now tell me one thing, guys. If A would have continued working, A would have taken 21 minutes to complete the whole tank. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Right. But what is happening now? A is not working alone. A and Q are working alone now. So can I say they will take more than 21 minutes? Now, how much more? The question says 21 minutes more. Clear? Which means A plus Q would have filled 21 liters in how many minutes, guys? 42 minutes. Is this point clear? Quick responses, please. This is the only catch in the question. 21 more minutes means 21 minutes more than the usual. So A alone would have taken 21 minutes, but since there's a leak pipe, it will take extra time. And what is that extra? That is 21 minutes. Now understand, 21 liters is total work. 42 minutes is time taken. So can I say efficiency of A plus Q will be 21 by 42, that is 0.5. Is this point clear? So I know that A plus Q would be 0.5 and Q is a leak tap. So 1 plus of minus 0.5 only will give me 0.5. That means tap Q is leaking out half unit per minute. So therefore, to leak out 42 units, tap Q will take 42 by 0.5, and therefore the answer is going to be 84 minutes. Is this point clear with all of us? Quick responses, please. Any doubts, please feel free to ask, guys. Great. Can we solve this question, please? One more question on taps. Take a minute, please. Let's see this, guys. Let's follow the question. The question says that A and B can fill a tank in 15 hours and 20, sorry, empty a full tank in 15 hours and 20 hours respectively. And I am also told that an inlet tap C, which can fill the empty tank in 4 hours, is open. So this is a positive work. So again, the table becomes easy now. So total work would be 60. This is into 5, sorry, into minus 4, into minus 3, into 15. And I know that A plus B would be minus 7. And A plus B plus C would be 8. Okay, guys. Now, what is the question talking about? Initially, So let's focus on the question statement. Initially, the tank was 3/4 full. Okay. So initially, how much was full, guys? 3/4 of 60. That means initially the tank had 45 liters. Then what happened? After 3 hours of opening of A and B, which means for 3 hours, A and B were open for 3 hours. So A and B together will leak out -7 units per hour. In 3 hours, they would have leaked out 21 liters. Okay, which means the water in the tank right now is 24 liters, right? And to fill by A plus B plus C, I do not know in how many hours, we have to ensure that a total of 60 liters have been filled. Is this point clear, guys? So can I say A, B, and C together will fill 36 liters? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Quick responses, please. Yep, great, guys. KRSV, which part, Nana? Choose, Nana. Initially, 45 liters was there. Is this clear, KRSV? Keep your tab on finger on Y, okay? KRSP, is this clear? Initially, 45 liters was there. KRSP, I'm talking to you, Nana. Yeah. So for 3 hours, A and B were open. Okay. In 1 hour, A and B can leak out 7. So in 3 hours, A and B will leak out 3 into -7 kadama. Is this point clear? So they're leaking out 21 liters, which means the water in the tank now was how much? 24 liters. 45 minus 21. And the total tank to be filled is 60 liters capacity, which means to fill, we have 36 more liters kadama. Great. So 36 liters by A, B, and C, and I know that A, B, and C in 1 hour will fill 8 units. So therefore, the total time taken becomes 4.5 hours. So the answer for this question is in 4.5 hours, the tank will be full. Is this clear now with everyone? Please respond. Yep, let's solve this, please. So let's see this, guys. Now, it's a very beautiful model of alternate days, okay? So I'm told that Karan can complete a piece of work in 12 days and Arjun can complete a piece of work in 36 days. Let's say NRN total work. So total work is 36. This will be 3, this will be 1, and this will be 4. Now remember, first things first, if the total efficiency is dividing my total work exactly, the answer will be same. Doesn't matter if Karan starts or Arjun starts. Why? Let's discuss. I repeat, if 36 divided by 4, the remainder is 0. The answer will be same in both the cases, okay? So what is happening? Let's say Karan is coming on day 1, completing 3 units. Arjun is coming on day 2, completing 1 unit. So now what is happening? A sudden change. Now 4 units is not done in 1 day. Instead, 4 units are completed in 2 days. Right? Now see, if Arjun comes on day 1, he completes 1 unit. And if Karan comes on day 2, he completes 3 units. Which means if the total work is a multiple of 4, they will still keep on taking 2 days only. You can observe. Again, another set of 4 units are getting done. Okay. Again, another set of 4 units are done. So the first one is if Karan is starting, second one is if Arjun is starting. So can I say till when they are moving in blocks, the number of days taken by them will not change? Is this point clear? Quick responses, please. Till when they are moving in blocks, the number of days will not change. Because effectively, నేను ఆ block లో చూసుకుంటే 4 units complete అవుతుంది నాన్న. Which means what? In case total work multiple of 4 ఉంటది, అయితే number of days same ఉంటది కదమ్మా. And that is what I mean by this. Multiple of 4 means remainder should be 0. Now, since the remainder is 0, I can just conclude 4 units ki 2 days. అయితే 36 units ki how many days? ఇది multiplication by 9 అయితే ఇది కూడా multiplication by 9. అయితే మన ఆన్సర్ ఏంటి అవుతుంది ఇప్పుడు? 18 days అవుతుంది. క్లియర్ అయిందమ్మా? Now we will see another model when they are not equal. ఎప్పుడు చూసుకుంటాం. Now let's solve this. Take 1 minute and solve this, please. I'll give you 2 minutes to solve, okay? Divya, Josna, you're very close, but will you get the same answer or different answers? Yep, let's see this, guys. Exactly right. Pawan is very close to the right answer. First one. Let's see this, guys. So now you see that, the total work is not divisible by efficiency because Karan does 30 and Arjun does 40. Okay, no? అయితే total work ఏంటి వస్తుంది మనకి? Total work will be 120 units. Karan does 4, Arjun does 3. So together they are doing how much? 7. So what is happening again here? So Karan does 4, Arjun does 3. అయితే 2 days లో 7 అవుతుంది. So what am I saying? In a way, every block has 777 units only. Okay. Which means till when they are playing with multiple of 7, my answer will not change. Now we know that 120 is not a multiple of 7. So I will take a multiple of 7 less than 120. How do I take multiple of 7 less than 120? I divide by 7. 7 ones are 7, మన దగ్గర 50 ఉంది, 7 sevens are 49. Which means what, guys? 119. 119 మేము తీసుకుంటే, if I'm stopping at 119 units, which is a multiple of 7, the work will go ahead of these lines. Is this point clear? So 7 into 17 is 119, which means 17 such blocks. So now our calculation will be same till here, okay? 7 units of work are done in 2 days. So 119 units of work. అయితే 17 such blocks kadamma. So 2 into 17, 34 days వరకు 119 units అవుతాయి. Doesn't matter if A starts the work or B starts the work. Is this point clear? Quick responses, please. Now, if K is starting the work, it is K's turn to come. If A is starting the work, it is A's turn to come. Now tell me, guys, we need only 1 unit. If K can complete 4 units in a day, can I say to complete 1 unit, K will take 1 by 4 days? Similarly, A kuda 1 unit complete cheyali. So to complete 3 units is what A is doing in 1 day. So can I say to complete 1 unit, A will take 1 by 3 days? So you'll have two different answers. One is 34 1 by 4 and the second one is 34 1 by 3. Is this clear with everyone? Great. So these are the two models of alternate days model. Remember, how do we go ahead with that? Okay. Now the next one is again a beautiful model. Let's say it's a trap model. I'll give you only 1 minute because we have done alternate days. Let's do it. Take a minute. Now, whenever negative work happens in alternate days, be careful. Pawan is the only guy who's correct. Rest all of you are wrong. Let's see. So it says that A can build a wall in 20 days, whereas B can destroy the wall in 30 days. Okay. N, R, and total work. Total work is equal to 60. Karan can build 3 and A can build 3 and B can destroy 2. Now, what is happening here? You guys would have been thinking on the same lines. 1 unit in 2 days. So therefore 60 units in 120. First of all, 60 is definitely wrong. Even if you are giving 120, I might give you some grace marks. But 120 is also wrong. Let's discuss why. Okay. So let's see this. Let's say work done on that day. Okay. Work on the nth day. And I'm talking about total work. Okay. And work at the beginning. Okay. And this is day. Let's say day 1. Nothing was there. Who came? Person. A comes. A does 3 units, so total work completed is 3. Can I say day 2? When B came, 3 units were constructed. B has come. B does a -2, so therefore total work left done is 1. Day 3, I had only 1 unit. A comes and completes 3. That means total work is 4. Is this point clear with all of us, guys? Now what you are saying? You are saying 120th day the work is over. Okay. 120th day who is coming? B is coming on all the even number of days. A is coming on all the odd number of days. Okay. After a -2, you are saying the total work is done. So can I say on 120th day, at the beginning of 120th day, 62 units were there? Quick responses, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. That means the work is already over, Kadam. Huh? Otherwise, that trap. Now you might think, sir, 159 is the answer. Koncham hold cheskuntam. అయితే ప్రీవియస్ డేలో ఎంత ఉంది మన దగ్గర 62 ఉంది 62 ఆఫ్టర్ డూయింగ్ 3 దట్ మీన్స్ ఈ రోజు ఎంత ఉంది మన దగ్గర 59 ఉంది 119 లో ఏ వచ్చాడు ఏ 3 యూనిట్స్ చేశాడు 62 లో క్లోజ్ అయింది ఓకే నౌ ద వర్క్ డన్ వాస్ 59 హియర్ నౌ టెల్ మీ ఆఫ్టర్ a -2 the work done is 59 so can I say work done on 118th day was already 61 yes no yes no yes no Are you getting the point, guys? That is why I'm just trying to prove that 120 is not the right answer. So how do I find my right answer? Let's see this. Simple calculation technique, guys. One second, let's erase this part off, okay? After this, we'll just do look at 3 to 4 more questions and then we'll wind up the day, guys. Another simple model after this, okay? So now the logic is quite simple, guys. From the total work, subtract the positive work. Clear? Which means here the base value becomes 57. Clear, guys? Now, what we will do is, we will take LCM, we will take a multiple of efficiency, multiple of total efficiency less than or equal to 57. So multiple of 1 less than or equal to 57 is 57. Okay. So simplified calculation is 1 unit is in 2 days. So 57 units will be in 114 days. After this, do manual calculation. Right? Now, who comes the next day? A will come the next day, always. A will come the next day. A will complete 3 units and A will get over. So 115 days, 60 units will be completed. Is this point clear with all of us? Quick responses, please. So I'll just show you one calculation. Yeah, I'll explain once again, Divya, don't worry. I'll show you one calculation how to do it, okay? I'm changing the numbers. Just listen, everybody, once again, including Divya. A does it in 30 days, uncomma. B breaks the wall in 50 days, uncomma. Okay? N, R, total work. So, total work is 150. This guy does 5. This guy does -3. Clear? So, step number 1, Divya and others who have doubt, 150 minus positive work. Enta ochindi? 145. First point. Second point, 5 plus 3 enta 2 amma. Because it is 2, I want you to take a multiple of 2 less than or equal to 145. Clear? What is multiple of 2 less than or equal to 145? That is 144. Clear, guys? So how will I do? I will write 2 units in 2 days. So 144 units in how many days? 144 days. Is this point clear, Divya and others who have doubts? Yeah, great. Okay. Now do manual abba. Manual aithe enti after this day A always vastadu. Aithe 155th day. This is days, okay? 155th day he will 145th day he will do 5 units and he will go. 149 ayindi. Next day B vastadu, B -3 chestadu, which means can I say 146 days, 146 units are over? Clear? So 146 days low, 146 units are over. Now the problem is I need only 4 units. Who will come? A will come. A in 1 day can do 5. So A will do 4 units, can I say, in 4 by 5 days? So 146 4 by 5 becomes your answer. Is this point clear now with everyone? Now we learn a new model, guys. If M1 men work for D1 days for H1 hours a day and an efficiency of R1, then I define my total work as M1 D1 H1 R1. Okay. Suppose there are 10 men. Each person is eating 2 chocolates per hour. Okay. They are every day they are making, or let's say they are making 8 they're working for 8 hours and they are working for 5 days. So you see this, guys, 2 chocolates per hour by 1 person. So in 1 hour 20 chocolates. I repeat, this is per hour. Okay. Now 8 hours per day. So can I say 2 into 10 into 8? That means 80 chocolates. Sorry, 160 chocolates per day. And for 5 days. So for 5 days becomes 2 into 10 into 8 into 5. should be your final answer. Is this point clear, guys? Now, taking this forward, when I have two groups, the concept of Mandé says M1 D1 H1 R1 by W1 is equal to M2 D2 H2 R2 by W2. Now, please remember W1 and W2 are the total. Is this point clear with all of us, guys? Great. Let's follow this. Can we solve this question, please? Yep, let's see this, guys. So working at the same rate, 12 men can take 12 days to complete a job working 10 hours a day. I do not know at what rate they are working, let's say X units per hour. At this rate, how long, I do not know how many days, will 10 men complete the same job working 9 hours a day? So since I'm talking about the same rate, so the efficiency is same. This is R, okay? And both of them are doing the same work. So if here the work is W units, here also the work will be W units. So W gets cancelled, X gets cancelled, 10 gets cancelled. So the number of days will be 3 fours and again 3 fours. So number of days will be equal to 16 days. Is this clear with all of us, guys? Perfect. All of you have given the right answer. Let's move to the next question. One, two. We have two more questions for the day, guys, and then we are done. Just last two questions. So after two questions, I will need certain volunteers for a small help of 1 minute. Okay, so kindly do wait for the class. Just 1 minute. I'll take 1 minute after this, after two questions. Now, what does this question talk about? This question says there are 25 women. Okay, they complete a piece of work in 12 days. I do not know their efficiency. Let me assume that is R. Now, how many days will 15 women do the work? Since I'm talking about the same gender and there's no comment on efficiency, they also do R units of work. A work which is 2.5 times the previous work. So if previous work was W units, now this would become 2.5 W. Clear, guys? So W gets cancelled, R and R gets cancelled. So what do we get here? This is 5 fives are 5 threes are 3 ones are 3 fours. So number of days is equal to 20 into 2.5 and therefore we have 50 days. Is this clear with everyone? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Yes. This is where your W1 and W2 come into picture. So the previous one, when we saw the total work was same, here we saw the total work was different, right? Now a better application of this. Let's look at a better application of this. Should be the last question of the day, guys. And as I said, after that, I just need 2 minutes of your time after this question. So kindly stay back, okay? It's an honest request, guys. Let's do it together. 12 men or 16 boys. Now, this is where the game changes. So, if 12 men are working, they take 18 days to complete the job. Or if 16 boys are working, they also take 18 days to complete the job. M is the amount of work done by a man and B is the amount of work done by a boy in one day. Okay. Now, in how many days can 9 men? So 9 men in one day will do 9 into M units plus 24 boys in one day will do 24 into B units. This is in one day, and I do not know how many days do they take to complete the same job. Clear, guys? So what do I do is I equate these two first here. So what do I get? I get 12 into M into 18 is equal to 16 into B into 18. So 18 gets cancelled. Or I get M by B is equal to 4 by 3. Clear, guys? Which means a man is doing 4K units of work per day and a boy is doing 3K units of work per day. Now, how do I go ahead? I pick any one of them and I equate with this and I solve it. So the way to solve here is, let's say 12 into 4K into 18 is equal to 9 into 4K. So I'm replacing 4K here. 9 fours are 36K. 24 into 3K. And I do not know how many days do I need. So this is 36K and this is 72K. Which means what do I have? I have 12 into 4K into 18 is equal to 108K into D. So KK gets cancelled. 12 ones are 12 nines are 9 ones are 9 twos are. Which means the number of days taken becomes 8 days. Any doubts here, guys? The last question of the day. Quick responses, please. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Yeah. So finally, before we leave, last 2 minutes, guys. A small feedback of my class because we were meeting for the first time. How was the class? Good, very good, interesting, enjoyed, excellent. Just a word, one word there, please. So that I get to know at what pace we should be working, and I will be dealing with a few more topics, guys. I will be dealing with speed, time, and distance. I will also be dealing with numbers as well. Right? Okay, glad all of you liked it. Now I need a small help from you guys. Thank you, yes.